You already threw all 6 of these. That is exactly the problem.
And she intact her in round one. Those seem to have been the only square punches that have landed thus far.
These are not secret punches. You have thrown every one of them. The difference is when great fighters throw them, and that one word, when, is what this video is entirely about. Punch 1, the jab as a weight shift trigger. Most intermediates throw the jab to score. Great fighters throw it to commit their opponent's weight forward, then throw the straight right into the lean. Manny Pacquiao versus Oscar De La Hoya, 2008. Pacquiao's jab volume was not about landing. It was about pulling De La Hoya's guard forward, so the straight left arrived into a compromised position. Partner throws jabs at 60% while you feed a double jab. First to head, second to body. Read the shoulder drop. The straight follows the drop, not a count. That is how the jab creates the opening. Punch 2 is how you use the opening once it exists, and most fighters give it back the moment they have it. Punch 2, the lead hook off the slip. When your opponent jabs, slipping to the outside puts you beside their extended arm. From there, the lead hook travels a shorter distance to the exposed jaw than any cross either fighter can throw. Pernell Whitaker versus larger orthodox opponents throughout the 1980s to 90s. Opponents were heavier and stronger. Whitaker slipped outside the jab every time and answered with a right hook before the arm retracted. Partner jabs at 60%. Outside slip only. Head movement is automatic before the hook exists. Add the hook only after the slip is clean in isolation. That is the counter they are not watching for, because their attention is on your rear hand all round. Punch 3 uses that exact blind spot from a completely different range. Punch 3, the short right hand to the body. At inside distance, the long right hand is gone. Too much arc, telegraphs early. The short right to the body travels 6 inches and drops the elbow for everything that follows. Miguel Cotto at inside range throughout his career. Not a knockout punch, a positioning punch. Every time an opponent's elbow dropped to protect the body, the left hook to the head was already leaving Cotto's shoulder. Work on the mitts at tight range. The short right does not wind up. Shoulder rotates in, elbow points down, fist drives forward 6 inches to the floating rib. Feel the distance. This is not a power punch. Body work opens the head. Punch 4 works the opposite direction. It uses a head threat to open the body, and this is the one punch on this list that nobody teaches at the intermediate level. Punch 4. The overhand right is a setup, not a finisher. Most intermediates throw the overhand right to finish. Great fighters throw it to pull the guard up, because a guard that moves up is a body that is unprotected for exactly 1 second. Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton, 2009. Pacquiao repeatedly used the overhand as a pressure punch to raise Hatton's guard, then drop to the body. The knockout came when Hatton could no longer distinguish which threat was real. Throw overhand right. Read the guard reaction. If it goes up, left hook to the body follows. Do not try to finish with the overhand. Use it to ask a question. 4 punches in, and every one of them has a trigger, not a target. Punch 5 is where most sparring rounds are actually won or lost, and it is a punch most fighters stop thinking about after year 1. Which of these 4 triggers are you missing in sparring right now? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. Punch 5, the double jab to the body. The double jab to the body is Hagler's setup punch, not a power sequence, a mechanical trap. The second jab to the body forces the lead shoulder to drop, which opens the center line to the chin for exactly 1 to 2 seconds. Marvin Hagler versus Thomas Hearns, 1985, round 1. Hagler's body jab was a placement shot, not a scoring punch. Hearns' shoulder came down. Hagler's straight left went directly through the center line gap. Double jab, first to head, second drops to body. Do not throw the left hand until you see the shoulder drop. The punch does not create the drop. Reading the drop is the skill. 5 down. Punch 6 is what ties all 5 together. It is the punch that controls the distance where every other punch on this list lives. Punch 6, the front foot jab establishing range. Every punch on this list lives at a specific distance. The front foot jab, stepping into the jab rather than extending it from static, is how great fighters establish and hold that distance round after round. Good fighters jab from where they stand. Great fighters jab to where they need to be. Lomachenko in virtually every fight of his career. His jab is not a scoring punch. It is a range marker. Every combination he throws follows a front foot jab that repositioned his lead foot before the right hand left his shoulder. Shadow box for 3 minutes. Every jab must include a lead foot step. If the foot does not move, the jab does not count. Build the habit in shadow before bringing it to mitts. Here is what nobody tells you about these 6 punches. None of them work if you throw them on a schedule. Great fighters are not running a sequence. They are reading a reaction and answering it. The jab asks, will your weight shift? The overhand asks, will your guard rise? The body jab asks, will your shoulder drop? Every punch on this list is a question. The answer is your next punch. That is the difference between good and great. Not speed, not power, not combinations. The willingness to throw a punch you do not intend to land, read what it produces, and be already moving to punish it before it finishes happening. You have seen this exact clip. You now know what to watch for. Now you have the 6 punches and the 6 moments they open. The only thing missing is the footwork that puts you in position to use them, because none of these punches are available from the wrong distance. Next week, I am breaking down the footwork patterns that get you inside range without telegraphing that you are coming. These punches are the tools. Footwork is how you get close enough to use them without getting hit on the way in. That video drops next week. Do not miss it. Drill it slow, then drill it live. See you in the next one.